What's up, tribe? How you guys doing? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and I hope you like this video. This is the Circle Atlanta Season 1, Episode 10. I had so many thoughts in my head. Let me just get into it. So we start this episode off. We got Melly B at a photo shoot. He invited his best friend, Deron, and he invited Cash to come along to hang out with him or what have you. And immediately, Cash jumped into what they call him. They gave him they called him the not stylist, the shoot, the coordinator. Damn, what name did they give him? Anyway, they gave him a name, but basically he was immediately, he's posing Melly, he's helping him style the clothes, he's telling him how to get his angles to get the looks he's trying to get. And I was here for it. Like, you could definitely tell that Cash's personality and the way it came off was comical, but you could tell he knew what the hell he was doing, right? You could tell he absolutely knew what was it, photo shoot supervisor, whatever it was, whatever name they gave him, but creative director, that was it, creative director. And Cash immediately, like I said, he immediately jumped into that role. And again, and Melly was here for it. Melly let him pose him. He had him leaning against the wall and squatting and all kinds of stuff. And he was there, like, even the way he was describing to Melly, like, listen, this how you want to look at the camera. This is the angle you want. This is going to give you that look. I was here for it. I was like, I know that's right, Cash. You better get Melly together, okay? But Melly said he hadn't done a real photo shoot in a few years, and so he was just trying to get some new pictures and get some looks, and because he was trying to do some things, right? So I was here for all of that. So then we have Jewel's event. Jewel was hosting a Harlem Renaissance event. This is Black History Month, which means it was last February, which means this was almost a year ago. But I'm gonna let that go. I'm gonna pretend like it wasn't a year ago. I'm gonna pretend like this season didn't start in July. But anyway, so first of all, I was here for the event. I was here for the whole Harlem Renaissance moment. I was here for the event. I was here for everything. Like, everybody was dressed up except for Dante, who clearly missed the memo. And everybody was there except for Mulatto, Melly, and Alyssa. So let me go down the list. So everybody, like, I would say best dressed. I'm gonna have to give best dressed for the part. Best dressed for the theme, I gotta give it to Eugene. Eugene, you was giving me Harlem Renaissance. I could absolutely see Eugene walking into a speakeasy, a juke joint, whatever word you want to call it. Well, it wouldn't have been a juke. Anyway, a club, the Cotton Club. Well, no, he wouldn't have been in the Cotton Club because they ain't let black people come in the Cotton Club. I could see you at a club during the Harlem Renaissance with that outfit you had on, Eugene. I was here for it. Eugene, you looked really nice. I was here for it. Mega was a little late, but Mega's outfit was, I would have given Mega best dress for 2021, right? I like the outfit. I was here for Mega. I don't know if that's an outfit somebody would have had on during the Harlem Renaissance, but it absolutely was a beautiful outfit. I was here for that leather coat. I loved that coat. That coat was everything. Mr. Mega Body. Mega Body. And Jewel was hosting the event, and I'm gonna say this before I dig deep into the rest of how this whole night went. Jewel did a really good job hosting the event. I was here for that. I was really, it looked like from the clips they showed that you definitely were giving us hosting, and you were doing a good job with the hosting the event. We're gonna get to the rest of it. So they had people there that were embodying the whole vibe of the Harlem Renaissance. They had this wonderful singer who was Ella Fitzgerald. Looked like we had some poetry. So we was definitely here for it. They had a little bit of runway work. We had some people walking the runway. Eugene looked like he was channeling his inner, Magic Mike moment. Okay, he was giving it to me. I was here for all of that. Of course, Mega Body gave us a Magic Mike moment because he is Magic Mike. You know what I'm saying? Now, here's where the messy started. Was when we were outside having a conversation, and Tevin says, "Who else is coming?" Well, there were only 3 people missing: Alyssa, Melly, and Mulatto. Like I said, now 2 out of those 3, Jewel don't mess with. Jewel don't mess with Melly, and Jewel don't mess with Mulatto. We still ain't clear about the Mulatto situation, and I guess we will never know. And that is fine. It's over here. I understand about the Melly situation. You and Melly don't fuck with each other. It is what it is. Okay? And I'm okay with that. I am okay with you not inviting somebody that you are not comfortable with for the purposes of just saying that they are here. I'm fine with that. You know, Jewel feels like Jewel feels like even outside of the trans situation, she feels like Melly went too far and Melly was disrespectful to her and she's not going to have him in her space. I can respect that. I wouldn't invite somebody in my space that I had a problem with. That's fine. Here's my problem, though. You chose not to invite Alyssa because Alyssa is not black. Now, let me say this. I get it that you say your politics are radical, but to me, that's not radical. That's just downright discriminatory. Now, people say, you know, oh, black people can't be racist. All right, I'm not going to play that word game with you, but you can be discriminatory, and you absolutely are. Here's my problem. And everybody don't have to agree with me. But I've had this conversation multiple times. And I've even had this conversation on my channel. And so forth and so on. Here's my problem. How do we ever... And maybe you don't want to. And that's fine. Maybe you have no interest in creating a harmonious world. And that's fine. But how do we ever expect us to have a love and a respect and an appreciation for each other's culture if we don't want to be invited into the culture? So what I mean by that is, this event was absolutely beautiful. It was stunning. It absolutely was a celebration of who we were and our heritage. Do you know how many people don't know anything about the Harlem Renaissance? Black, white, or indifferent. Do you know how many people have no understanding or appreciation of the black excellence that was the Harlem Renaissance? Black, white, or indifferent. And so for you to make a decision to disinvite or to not invite someone to this type of a celebration solely on the basis of the fact that their ancestors are not African, I don't like that. That leaves a really nasty taste in my mouth. And then for you to call her and say, yeah, none of my events will include you because all of my events are black events only, and you're not black, so you can't come. And I always find it interesting how comfortable some people are in being discriminatory when your whole purpose, your whole problem is the fact that this world has always been discriminatory against us. So it's okay for you to say, I only have black events and you can't come because my event is black only. But let it be a country club that says, well, you can't come because we only got white members. Let it be a party, a club, fraternity, sorority that says, well, we don't invite you because we only have, you know, white members. Now we ready to burn the house down, right? I didn't like that. Ooh, that left a nasty taste in my mouth. But it looks like it's going to get uglier. So I'm going to leave that there. I'm going to put a pin in that and we're going to move on. Now, Cash immediately had a problem with Tevin asking, well, who else is invited? Because Cash felt like this immediately meant that Tevin was being messy. I personally didn't take it that way. And I'm going to be honest. I really didn't take it that way. Because I'll be the first person to be like, well, who? But the only difference is I'm going to ask who's going to be there before my ass show up. Because Tevin was like, well, I just don't want to be around no fake ass bitches. So here's my question. If there are only 2 people missing, because we've already addressed the Alyssa situation. If there are only 2 people missing, and you said you want to know who else is coming because you don't want to be around no fake ass bitches. Who the fake ass bitch you don't want to be around, Tevin? And if it was really a problem for you, how about that should have been a question you asked before you showed your ass up? Because listen, I am the queen of who gonna be there. I am the queen of who gonna be there. You can call me and you can invite me, and I am the queen of, well, who else gonna be there? Because that is going to determine whether I take it, whether I show up or not. I need to know who's gonna be there because that is going to determine what I decide to do. And let's be clear. Depending on what you say, I might not be there. So Cash was like, listen, why we worried about who not here? Why we worried about who was invited and who wasn't invited? Because at the end of the day, I'm just happy that I'm here and let's enjoy each other's company. I feel like that's where Cash was going with that. But here's the other thing I'm going to say too. And I think this is an age thing. Because I used to give a damn about these kinds of things. But at this point in my life and in the current situation that I'm in, as far as like my maturity level and just my don't give a fuck meter, I don't give a fuck. So, like, for Seven to be like, well, I don't want to be around no fake ass bitches, and I don't, I want to know who invited me, who didn't invite me, and who likes me, and who don't like me. Cash was like, I really don't care who like me and who don't like me. And honestly, I feel the same way. Like, Cash, I don't give a fuck. Like, I can, listen, your opinion of me is not my business. I'm going to show up. I'm going to have a good time. I'm going to laugh, and I'm going to joke, and we are going to enjoy each other's company. And at the end of the day, if you don't like me, that's not my problem. So I feel like I understood where Cash was coming from when he was like, I don't really care who don't like me. I'm just glad that I was invited and I'm here to be here. And I'm, like all of that. And I just need Tevin to get a little bit of that. Tevin, I need you to get a little bit of don't give a fuckness. Because you say you don't really give a fuck. But we have spent 4 fucking episodes about you worrying about who like you and who don't like you and who invited you and why they didn't invite you and why this person wanted you there, why this person didn't want you there. Let's be clear. I need you to get a big ass dose of don't give a fuckness. Because that is what I have. And that's what Cash has. And honestly, that's what a lot of people have. Okay? So, like I said, the event was really, went off really well, except for it seemed like that seemed to be like a little bit of a hiccup. But other than that, the event seemed to go well. Like I said, I don't care for how Jewel handled the Alyssa situation, but Jewel, I'm gonna take these things in pieces. I can give credit where credit is due in one area and not like another area. So I don't like how you handled the Alyssa situation. I got a fundamental problem with it, but I can I can appreciate the fact that I think you did a good job hosting from what we saw. We had a conversation with Melly and Alyssa. Alyssa invites Melly to come ice skating. We found out that Alyssa has had some deaths around her. Some things of that nature. But they're going ice skating. It's an outdoor ice skating rink down to Piedmont Park, it sounds like it was. And Melly was like, I'm coming, but I don't know nothing about no ice skating, but I will still fuck a bitch up on broken ankles. I was like, Melly, why you always knuck if you buck? Why you always ready for a fight? Who thinks about they gonna be fighting on some ice skates? Who thinks about that, Melly? Anyway, so then they bring Mega Body on the call. Mega Body's at the gym getting his body mega. Shit, that's what, when you got a name like Mega Body, you supposed to be at the gym. Mask on, hand sanitizer, and everything else you need to do. But with a name like Mega Body, baby, you better be down to the gym, okay? Getting that Mega Body together, okay? He said he not gonna be able to make ice skating because he got other things to do. He got plans, he got situations, and he just ain't gonna be able to make it. Okay, it just ain't in him to do it. It just ain't in him to do it. Then we get a call with Eugene, Cash, Alyssa, and Martell. Again, they're talking about going ice skating. Martell said, I don't know nothing about no ice skating, but I can be cute on the sideline. That is where I would be as well. Listen, I went ice skating one time. Now, roller skating, I used to fuck you up. I don't do it no more because I ain't been on skates in a long time. But when I was younger, we was at the ice skate. I mean, we was at the roller skate rink every week, okay? And I would fuck you up with some roller skates, okay? I'm gonna give you a little bit of action. I'm gonna give you some skate, some backward skating and some twins and spins and flurls and thurls, and I'm gonna give you some dance moves, okay? We're gonna do some things on some roller skates, but some ice skates, baby. I went ice skating one time, bitch. I went around that rink one time, and I very promptly got the hell off that ice and sat my fat ass down. Okay, so I feel you, Martell. I'm with you. I'm with you 100%, Martell. Okay. Um, but that is pretty much where we get the phone call. It ain't a whole lot going on with the phone call. Just who going to the ice skating rink, where it's gonna be, all that good stuff, right? So we get to the ice skating rink and we have Cash and Melly outside, so they're having a cocktail. We have Alyssa, Martell, Tevin, Dante, I believe it was, inside. So it looks like they're all having a good time inside. They're doing their thing. They're having a good time on the inside. Melly and Cash are having a conversation outside, and Cash is bringing Melly up to speed on what he missed. Melly was like, he didn't know nothing about the Harlem Renaissance event. He didn't know he wasn't invited, but he was like, I don't really give a fuck. You don't want me there, that's cool, it's whatever. Cash sort of brought him up to date on the whole, Eugene was with them too on the inside. Cash brought him up to date on the whole Tevin situation. Now, Cash, I love you. I do. Y'all know how I feel about Cash. I've been loving Cash since he gave us that first serenade down to the church in episode 1. But on this one, Cash, I think he was putting 10 on 20, 20 on 10, 30 on 40, whatever the fuck it is. Because I really don't think it was that deep to carry the bone back to Melly. I just don't. I don't really think it was that deep. I just don't. Tevin was like, who else gonna be here? Now, I understand I don't want no fake ass bitches around me. Meaning, it could have only been Mulatto or Melly. Now, from Melly's point of view, I can see where Melly's coming from when he was like, listen, me and Tevin have had this conversation ad nauseum. And I'm tired of telling him that me and him are cool and that I don't have no problem with him. I feel like we have had this conversation 5 different ways up and 3 or 4 different ways down. I don't know how else I can tell you we good, we cool. I don't have no problem with you. Tevin, again, I don't know what it is you want from people. I really don't. I don't, unless I'm missing something, please put it in the comments if I am missing something. But I'm not understanding what the big fucking deal is. I'm so lost right now. Like, I'm not even joking with y'all. I'm just lost. I don't understand what the big deal is, okay? So, they end up going inside. And I feel like Melly was on 10 when he saw Tevin. Tevin was like, as soon as they came in, the whole mood changed. Alyssa said the whole mood changed. And it probably did. Because Melly probably did come in with a little attitude or whatever. And you can feel the tension, and they end up getting into it, right? They end up getting into it. Melly and Tevin end up getting into it about what happened. And Tevin even said to Melly, well, tell me one more time, do you have a problem with me? And Melly was like, I have answered that question. I am not answering that question again. I am not going to continue to answer the same question over and over again. Listen, this whole conversation lost me because at this point, I don't even know whose side I'm on, because I see where Tevin is coming from, because like I said, I want to know who the hell gonna be where they're gonna be too. And at the end of the day, Tevin just can't, he like a dog with a bone. He just can't seem to let go of this whole, well, you was invited, I wasn't invited situation. Cash, I understand where Cash is coming from, because Cash is like, at the end of the day, I don't really give a damn who's invited and who's not invited. And for you to be asking who's invited, and then say, well, I don't want to be around fake ass bitches, it seemed a little shady to me, because who are the fake ass bitches you talking about? Okay, you can only be talking about Melly or Mulatto. Okay, then I feel where Melly is coming from, because Melly is like, oh my gosh, I thought that Tevin and I had cleared this up 3, 4, 20 times. We done had this conversation and I'm sick of it and I'm over it. I feel like we just erupted. I feel like Melly got to his breaking point. Tevin got to his breaking point. They was in each other's face. They got to arguing. Tevin was doing one of these numbers with his hand. Melly felt like Tevin was putting his hand in his face. Tevin was like, but if I had put my hand in your face, you would have known, because I would have slapped the shit out of you. Now, again, I feel like that was adding fire to an already burning, simmering situation. Melly was like, then slap me then. Then slap me then. Slap me, bitch. Slap me then. And Tevin was like, I ain't say I wanted to slap you. I said, if my hand had been in your face, it would have been to slap you, because I was doing this. My hand wasn't in your face. I was kind of giving you the shoo thing. And Eugene is pulling Melly away. Melly is doing the walk away, come back thing. Walk away, come back thing. He got all the way in Tevin's face and was like, well, smack me then. Well, smack me then. Well, smack me then. And Tevin was like, but if I didn't say I was going to smack you. I said, if I had my hand in your face, I would have smacked you. I ain't no punk. I ain't scared of you. Y'all, it ended with Eugene pushing Melly out. Martell was like, if I felt like Tevin was, I don't think he said, what he say, if Tevin was gonna get hit or something, I would have jumped in it. I don't know. If it's a one-on-one situation, that's your fight. Now, I'm not gonna let no friend of mine get jumped. I ain't gonna let nobody get jumped. But if it's a one-on-one situation, may the best man win. Friend or no friend. I'm just saying, maybe I ain't the friend you want around. Because I ain't gonna let nobody jump you. But that's your, listen, that's either your ass whipping to give or your ass whipping to take. I'm just saying. So that's how the episode ended. We got to be continued. I don't know when the hell we're gonna get the next episode. Shit, it might be Black History Month again. I don't know. But we'll get the conclusion of the fight when we get the next episode. Baby, I don't... Y'all, I'm lost. This whole situation. Put it in the comments what I missed. Because I'm lost. I'm lost. Anyway, that's it. That's all. Y'all, I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.